Well, it was a tough way to end this ball game tonight. The Bourne Braves fall to the Cotuit Kettleers by a final of 10-7, joined by Kerry Crowley and James Nahicki, and I'm Sam Hyman. Kerry to start. Bourne looked good. Richie Martin, a leadoff home run, and everything seemed to fall into place. A 5-0 lead, and then things collapsed.
Well, Jimmy Herget was pitching well early on. The Bourne offense was rolling against the starter, Jeff Kinley, but Mike Roberts went to the bullpen early on for the Cotuit Kettleers, and that ended up being the difference in the ball game. The Bourne Braves never were able to get locked in against another pitcher. He used 7 pitchers in total today to flummox this Bourne offense, and still 7 runs is a good outing for the Bourne Braves offense, but the pitching staff ended up letting this team down today. The Cotuit hitters have been on the money all season long. They led the Cape Cod Baseball League in home runs, and today 3 big blows off the Cotuit bats were really the difference.
The Bourne Braves lost by a final of 10-7. They've never blown a 5-run lead in the playoffs. And James, that's those 7 pitchers that Mike Roberts used. Adam Witt at the end was really, really good. And they had 7 walks through the first 3 pitchers, and it looked like it was going to be over. Bourne stranded 3 times with the bases loaded. They couldn't get it going. They couldn't produce.
Well, Brandon Hendricks, 2-run home run in the 8th inning, 8-7, capped everything, gave them an 8-7 lead. And for the Braves, I mean, the whole game, it seemed like this series was about to be over. 5-run lead, 7-3 lead, and, you know, just giving up the long ball. 3 home runs, obviously Hendricks' big home run. An error led to another run, an insurance run for Cotuit. And then, I mean, the Braves offense really just kind of fell asleep after getting that big lead. We're set down 1-2-3 in the 6th and 7th. Got a base hit from Blake Allamon in the 8th, but I mean, that was really it. And tough loss. They're going to need a big pitching effort from whoever starts game 3, and they're going to need to put this one behind us because now it's game 3 and winner goes home, and the winner moves on, the loser goes home. So we'll see what happens.
That Allamon hit in the 8th inning was the first since the 5th, so that goes to show you how troubling the Braves offense was. A guy who did have a good night, Richie Martin, 2 hits, a solo home run, as I mentioned before, to lead off this ball game. He spoke with Ginger Paulson.
I'm here in Cotuit with Richie Martin after the Bourne Braves fell to the Cotuit Kettleers in Game 2 of the Western Division playoffs for the Cape Cod Baseball League. Richie, your first step out of this game, second pitch you see, you launch it out of the ballpark, go yard, lead off with a home run. Things really seem to be going your way. What was it like to get things off on that note?
Oh, it's always important on the road to try to strike first, and we did well doing that. We put up 7 runs, but it just wasn't enough today. It's kind of disappointing, but we just had to come out tomorrow at home and see if we can hold them off.
When your team gets out to such an early lead, does it make the team a little bit more relaxed where it's easier to give up these runs and give up that momentum, or do you think it's one of those things where they start playing better?
I don't think we let up at all. We put up runs almost every inning until the last few innings, so I don't think it was that. They just put some good swings on the ball, and I think they hit 4 home runs or something like that. So, I mean, when a team's crushing us like that, there's not much we can really do.
Now, with these playoffs being double elimination, Cotuit has all the momentum going into the elimination game tomorrow. What do you think the most important thing for this team to do to ensure a win and to ensure advancing in playoffs will be?
Well, I don't think they have the momentum. Just they beat us today. Oh well, they beat us at their place. So I think we can do well at home. We beat them first time at home, and I thought we played well out here. We just didn't pitch good, and we didn't play good defense. But other than that, I think we swung the bats well, and if we just do that tomorrow, I think we'll be fine.
Awesome. Thanks, Richie. Back to you guys.
Hey, thanks so much, Ginger. Guys, it's now time for our closing thoughts. Kerry, 10-7 final, tough way for the Bourne Braves to go down. Game 3 tomorrow. What's your thoughts after tonight?
For the first 13 and a half innings of this series, it was all Bourne Braves. But right now, the Cotuit Kettleers have the momentum. The Braves have to somehow find a way to channel their energy that they have left. It's been such a long season. Some guys putting in the energy right now. They want to make it to the next round, and those guys have to carry this team right now. It has to be the Mark Lairds, the Richie Martins of this club to really get this team behind them and just play ball, because tomorrow so much is on the line. It's not just this season. Look at the context. The Braves and the Kettleers have a franchise history that goes back years. These two clubs, bitter rivals. The Braves got to win.
And now, James, your final thoughts after tonight's game. Tomorrow is the clincher. Potentially, the Bourne Braves can advance. Your thoughts after tonight?
Well, I think just everything's going to come full circle tomorrow for this team. 28 wins in the regular season, the best in franchise history. All of that equals a chance to have a deciding Game 3 in the playoffs at your home field tomorrow night at Bourne Park. I mean, it's going to be a special night, and no matter what happens, what a way for this series to conclude. Carrie, you mentioned the rivalry between these two teams. So many great games, even going back to last year where the Braves ended their season here at Lowell Park. Now they're head back to Bourne Park, but I mean, there's going to be huge plays tomorrow. Someone's going to be a hero, and someone's season is going to come to an end. So we'll see what happens.
7 unanswered runs for the Cotuit Kettleers. They win this one 10-7. 3 home runs for Cotuit in this game. For Kerry Crowley and James Nahikian, I'm Sam Hyman. Have a great night.